Hi guys, it's Jeri from My Arts and Parts, and today I'm going to show you my project that I came up with for a swap that I'm involved in, Crazy Island Family on Facebook. We're doing an embellishment swap, and this month it's borders, and this is what I came up with for my swap. And yes, there's a lot of green and orange here. Green's my favorite color. So these are my borders that I'll be sending out on Monday to my fellow swappers. And I'm very happy to show you how I did this. It was kind of an accident, but I'll get to that as I'm working. So you just need a few supplies. You need some parchment paper. You need a brayer. And all right, mine's really big, but you can get away with a smaller brayer. I used Rustoleum in a can, gloss, because I like the shiny, and it says it covers plastic. But you don't have to use that. I did try some acrylic paint, and I'll show you the ones that I tried at the end of the video. And you also need a glue gun. And I used a big glue gun, and I used big fat glue sticks, and they're 1/2 inch glue sticks. You can use the smaller glue sticks with the smaller glue gun, and I did do both, but I started out with the big one. And the reason I started out with the big one is because I wanted to make stencils, and I will tell you about that as I work. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a straight line with my glue gun, because I am involved in the border swap, and so I'm making borders, but you can make anything. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I did make at the end of the video. And you have to, while you're working, and the hot glue stays hot for a pretty long time, but while you're working you have to have some extra glue sticks right next to you, because you do use a lot of glue for this, and you want to be ready to reload your gun. So this is my interpretation of grass. Okay, so there's my shape, and I try to be careful with the strings. I hate these strings from the glue gun. So, all right, once you get that down on the paper, you're going to fold over your parchment paper, and you're going to use your brayer, and you're going to gently press down to flatten out your glue. Okay, that's it. Now, you're not going to open this. You're going to let it set over here. We're going to put it off to the side because it's warm, and you want to wait until that cools off to open that. So this one's cool. I did this one a few minutes ago, and it's cool. So you just peel it back, and voila, there is your embellishment. Isn't that fun? Come on, that's seriously fun. Okay, the only thing that's not fun about this is those little stringers that I can't stand on hot glue guns. But see them? See the little stringer right there? But it's not really that big a deal. You just clean it up when you're finished, and you're ready to go. All right, you're ready to paint them and embellish them. Okay, so I just clean that up, and that's all she wrote. Okay, now let me show you the small glue gun, because I have that here too. And let's see, that is hot, and I have a glue gun handy. And you can see the glue comes out a lot thinner, but it's still, you know, definitely workable. Okay, so now you're dying to hear the story about how I came up with this. So I'm in here one night, and I decided I want to make stencils. I've seen the YouTube videos on how to make stencils with hot glue gun. So see, I ran out of that, so now I have to put that in there. Just 1 second. Okay, so I get out, I decide, well, I'm trying a new technique. I don't want to waste my good glue sticks, because I use these little glue sticks a lot. So I don't want to waste them. There we go. We'll just make that little one. So I get out this big honkin' glue gun, and I'm going to experiment and make stencils with this big glue gun. Well, of course it didn't work because the glue was too thick, and I wound up with these big blobs, which I think they're awesome, but they didn't work really well for a stencil. So instead of getting frustrated, I thought, you know, what else can I do with this? This is kind of cool. Oh, remember, we're going to let that cool down. So I started fooling around and I started making these borders. And I thought, I'm going to use these for the border swap. So that's my story. Aren't they cool? I just love them. So, all right. So once you're finished making your borders or your designs, and I have lots of designs that I made. Let me show you a couple of them really quick. I did take pictures. Now this one has some hairs on it. I did take pictures that I'll show you at the end of the video. And let's see. Oh, here, where's my favorite one? Here it is. This is my favorite. Do you love them? I love flowers. And here's another flower. So anyway, I had really tons of fun doing this. It was really awesome. And you can take a stamp and you can stamp on top of them to decorate them a little bit more. But what I did is after I had the glue and I picked off the little hairs, I took them outside and I used my Rustoleum spray gloss because I like the shine. But you don't have to. You could use matte. And I sprayed them. So let me show you the ones that I did with acrylic, because I did experiment with other mediums to see what I could come up with. Okay, so this one I painted with acrylic, and you know, it wasn't happening. I didn't like the brush strokes, so I got out a sponge and then I started sponging it, and then when I was finished with that, I think there's like a little iridescent something on there too. Then I used a stamp. I don't know. It just made me crazy. It was just taking me too long. So I thought there's got to be an easier way. And that's when I came up with the Rustoleum. Now let's see, there's another. Oh, here's another one. This one is also painted with acrylic, and this one I think you can see the brush strokes. If you look pretty close, you can see the brush strokes. And then after I painted it, I went on top of it with a Posca pen, which is an acrylic pen, paint pen. So that's what those orange dots are. Anyway, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if I showed you this one yet. This one, isn't that cool? See, that would have made a great stencil. But it's just too thick. When you put that down on your paper and then you try to get your paint in there, it was just too thick. The other thing that I wanted to tell you, and you can see it in this one, is this hot glue gun. It's really cool. And I think you could do it with the small one too. What I did is I made like one section, like this border section, let it cool, and then, because you want to press it. You want to press it before it gets cooled off while you're working. So you have to work in segments. So I made a segment, and then I went back, pressed it, opened it up, went back, and I added another row to make it bigger. Now you can see the little lumps there, but I don't care. The lumps don't bother me at all. I think this is really cool. And yeah, I'm probably going to glue this on an art journal page at some point. I just thought it was really cool. So there you have it. I hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe. Comment below. Questions, please email me or comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day.